your boy Daniel J. Walks, and I'm back with another video. And here it is with my wonderful mother, Lady Q. And I have another question for you, Mama. Why is it important to be the best floor sweeper you can be? And by that, what does that mean? And how is it very important? Can you answer that for me, please, and for my viewers?
Well, the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King once gave a speech about it. However, I'm from Southside Sumter, and my uncle Levi Wells used to always impart in me to be the best floor sweeper. He was paralyzed, but he was also a quartet singer. And one of the things he always said, no matter what you do or what your station is in life, you do it unto God, unto the glory of God. And as you're doing it unto the glory of God, he'll reward you. One of the things that I taught Daniel is that your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. But it can only do that if you take the little things as a big blessing or a big miracle. For instance, I work in a lot of different areas in church. But my favorite area, I promise you, was Kingdom Cleaners, where me and his dad at the time, we used to clean our church. We were the housekeepers, you know. However, that was the best job. Let me tell you why. I've worked in different areas of ministry, as I told you. And, you know, some of them have very high statues, if you will. People always want to be closer to the preacher, the apostle, the bishop, or what have you. But when you take a low position, gotta elevate you up high. How do I know? Excuse me. The reason why I know that to be true, because I remember as people didn't want to touch my hand because I had to clean the toilets, and people didn't want to touch my hand to shake it because I also had to empty out the trash, or as people didn't want to touch my hands because I also had to clean after them and vacuum the floor. Each time I was going up and down and vacuuming the floor, and I had my bachelor's degree at the moment, God was telling me how I can go get my master's degree. Then he was also giving me a plan for my life that I could do for my family, and that has worked. Not only did he take me from being the best floor sweeper and being on my hands and knees and cleaning the altar with a nice little cloth and not a brush, because you know when you go to an altar you have to clean it in a certain way that most people can't. And believe it or not, you actually have to be sanctified enough or consecrated enough to be able to take that low position, because as you're cleaning it, and you're cleaning it unto God, the glory of God at that, so that your pastor, apostle, bishop, or whoever that you may serve will be able to elevate him in his message. You're also the kind of making sure that you're protecting them by doing intercessory prayer and praying over them, making sure that all goes well within their service and whatever they're trying to minister to God. So everybody can't go to the altar and serve like that. And I'll put it like this. Everybody has his place. You know, one thing about the Bible, it talks about the fivefold ministry. Because I was able to serve low and get on my hands and knees and serve someone else, I've had the ability where other people have served me and have went so high as to get my doctorate degree because the person that I was serving had something that I wanted. So just like in the Bible when they talk about Elijah and Elisha, I know I just messed up that word, but you know, he said, if you see me before I be lifted up, then the mantle will be passed to you. So as I was serving the woman of God who had her doctorate, God gave me a plan so that I can get mine that was written, like in the book of Habakkuk. It says to write the vision so that an angel can run with it. And it is set for an appointed time, and it will not tarry. It will not tarry.
Yep.
It will not tarry. So I wrote back in 1997 that I want to be a doctor. And everybody laughed at me back in 1989 in Miss White's third grade class because I didn't come from the right stock, as they say. You know, I'm from Southside Sumter. My mom was a housewife at the time, but she was also the first entrepreneur that I knew. Her name was the late, great Miss Emily Wells Richardson, okay? And she would do hair inside of our kitchen, and she would put them jerry curls in. So that was the first black female that I saw. And so she taught us at home, and we also went to public school. And then my dad, he actually worked in the grocery store. At times he was a manager, and then at times he worked in produce. So we didn't grow up having a whole lot that everybody else did. And then I didn't take all those smart people classes that they said. I just took enough classes, just enough to get by, because I had 3 jobs in high school, and I've been taking care of myself since 15. However, getting back to serving and being a servant leader, because that is very important, is that if you serve that person well and don't take it for granted that you might have to get on your hands and knees and clean, don't take it for granted that you might have to vacuum, don't take it for granted that you might have to clean the toilets, the bathroom, or do the dishes if need be. Whatever need to be done, you need to get that done. Because if you can do the small things, God will elevate you and help you. Now, let me tell you also this. My favorite uncle on my dad's side, he told me back in, I think April or May of 2010, he said, do not despise the day of small beginnings. So even though you start off small, like I was saying, where when I was in elementary school, my late great uncle Levi Wells told me to be the best floor sweeper from a message he heard from the great Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He imparted that into me, that no matter what I was doing, even if I had to rake the yard, to do it unto God. Even if I had to wash my car, to do it unto God. And even as I'm raising the children, do it as to God. Just like in Hannah, in Samuel, it talks about, if you bless me with a child, I promise you to give my child back to you. That's something totally that people don't talk about. But in order for you to be able to lead people well, and I do have a degree in leadership, you have to first be a servant leader. And you must be the best floor sweeper.
Wow, that was a wonderful message and a word on this beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you so much for not only imparting that wisdom and other lessons in me, so that I can be able to speak life into my viewers and my subscribers who are gracious enough to watch this video and all of my other content, but just for being a positive force in my life. I really do appreciate that, Mama.
My great pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Like, you have no idea. Like, you're my hero, and I can't believe I got my own mom, here with me on this video. Man, this is amazing right here. I tell you.
I can't believe my own son really wanted to interview me, because I was telling him no.
Because I mean, y'all see it here straight from the source. And one thing that I want to end with this, that she pointed out, is that oftentimes your obstacles and your tests and trials are in certain ways the gateways to your success. It may not feel good at that particular moment in time,
Go ahead,
but
Bishop.
you got to understand that it serves a purpose, and it will make you better in the long run, and it will make you prosper, make you great. It will help you, but you got to look, listen, and be able to learn all that you can from that circumstance or that obstacle or whatever, in order for you to become successful.
Go ahead.
So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, Mama, again, for allowing me to be able to interview you and for speaking life to my subscribers and viewers. And I will have her information to her channel, which has way more content than me, and she talks about a variety of stuff. I'll have it in the description in this video. So thank you again so much, Mama. I love you. I really do. Thank you so much.
I love you. Peace and blessings.
All right. And thank you so much for being able to, listen to my message and able to just support me by subscribing and viewing my content. Thank you so much, guys. Peace.